And basically the forecast holds the same type of weather tomorrow as what we saw today, and pretty similar again even during the day on Friday. Let's take a look right now. Skyview showing great visibility out there as we look over parts of Norfolk and Portsmouth off in the distance. And again, the Elizabeth River, that sort of dark area right in the middle. Radar right now sweeping clear. You would expect that with hardly any clouds out there. Current conditions completely clear and 73 degrees. Very little wind. West-southwesterly right now 3 miles per hour. Dew point dropping a lot compared to yesterday, and that's why today felt 20 degrees cooler. The air temperature was about 10 degrees different, but it felt 20 degrees different because of less and lower humidity levels. You can see right now we had a high today of 85, generally mid-80s across most of the area. We have since then dropped back through the 70s, as we just pointed out, and a few far inland areas already starting to drop into the 60s, and by morning we'll be well down into the 60s. So a very pleasant start to the day for your Thursday. Even right near the water, with the wind coming in off the fairly warm waters, it's still going to get down to about 70, 71, which is not a bad start for this time of year compared to normal. By afternoon, almost identical to what we saw today. Generally sunny conditions and a high temperature again in the mid-80s that'll feel like mid to upper 80s before we get a little bit of a change coming in, not so much tomorrow night, but during the day on Friday. On Friday, we'll have more of an easterly flow instead of northerly. That'll bring a tiny bit more cloudiness in by midday, and by afternoon we expect definitely some clouds and even a chance of a couple of showers. The best chance will tend to be down, I think, into North Carolina, but I wouldn't rule out a shower Friday evening, all because of the front that's not very far to the south, stops and comes back as a warm front for part of the weekend. But tonight, nothing like that. Mid-60s inland, clear, mild. Temperatures down to 71 degrees. Tomorrow, a lot of sunshine and very much like today. A little bit of a light northeasterly breeze, or northerly early, then easterly, then swinging around late tomorrow night to southeasterly. Again, that temperature will feel just a slight bit higher than the actual reading. Tomorrow night, 71, mainly clear and comfortable. And then on Friday, 85, afternoon shower or two possible, mainly for the Outer Banks. We're going to call it still mostly sunny. Look at the switch, though, as we get into Saturday. 89 for the high. It'll feel more like low or probably more like mid-90s, actually. About a 30% chance of a thunderstorm, and not just necessarily in the morning. I could potentially see a little bit of morning action as well. On Sunday, 90 degrees. It'll feel like at least the mid-90s. Same thing on Monday, and those are probably the 2 days with the highest chance of rain, both Sunday and Monday. Looks like 40 to 50% risk.
All right, thanks, Jeff.